Hello, viewers. Welcome back to the episode of With Flying Colors, the podcast series produced by School of Media and Communication, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai. In these series, we feature our alumni, especially who have graduated from our school from Mahe, Dubai. In today's episode, we have with us Anil, who has been an experienced event manager, event lead in the field, especially here in UAE, and has been conducting a lot of events across the world. Coming to, in terms of events, Anil, you're also someone who's worked with a lot of people who had to use a lot of creativity in what you do. So how do you keep yourself updated, not just with the technology speaking, but in terms of what works, what are the trends, what is it that I can offer much better, not repeat what I've done earlier, but something new. So how do you keep yourself updated here?
So basically, you learn from what others are doing around the world. Uh, like how they say, it's not mimicry, but you try to adapt different ideas of what different people are doing. I follow a lot of a- agencies and great events online, but coming like my background is like mostly started with concerts, so I try to apply my concert knowledge the most. If you see these bigger events like Taylor Swift, the Eras tour, or the Ed Sheeran one, which happened here,
Yeah.
so you also get a lot of knowledge by attending these.
Right.
The kind of production they use,
Yeah.
they don't use anything from here. Everything came from outside,
Yeah. Yeah.
and basically for events, it's how people are doing it on ground, because in the end, it's an experience. You only get to know about it by experiencing it. You could read about it. You could do watch a video about it. It's not going to help. Like especially if your thought is to go into events, you need to be in events. You cannot read about it. You cannot watch a video about it. You can only experience an event. So that's how I get it. I attend a lot of concerts. I attend a lot of smaller events. I try to attend these corporate events also, like Step Conference, etc. Like these. So it helps you give perspective into understanding on how the industry is changing,
Yeah.
what to expect, and especially what not to do,
Okay.
because that's actually the most important part. You should always know what not to do,
Yeah.
so you learn from the failures of others. Like for example, very recently there were two concerts which happened. One was Sonu Nigam, and the second was AP Dillon. Sonu Nigam concerts, on the ticket it was written doors open 7 p.m. Show starts 8. 8 p.m. we had Sonu Nigam singing.
Yeah.
But for AP Dillon, I think there was like a 1.5 hour
Yeah, I
delay
was
for
there
him
as
to
well.
him to come on stage.
Yeah, it took a long time.
So these are the things you learn. Like especially with events where people give you their time.
Yeah.
I think you need to respect that, and you need to understand that people are investing their time in you, and time is money.
And in fact, just to add to a bit, it was during a weekday.
Yes.
So most of us completed our jobs.
Yes.
From job, we went home, freshened up, and then went to the venue. We were already tired,
Correct.
and I was seeing that
Yeah.
a lot of people who had paid money come there. There was sort of opening, but again, the opening needs
Yeah.
to be also like really engaging.
True. So that's how I learn. That's how I keep up to date by if I'm not able to go to an event. I was not at AP Dillon, by the way, but I heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to keep yourself updated into what's happening, and of course talk to people like you, or you like who's attending these events. How do you get feedback?
Right.
So for me, the core has always been into what not to do, because I already know I'm good at these things, so I'll do these things anyway. But how can I avoid that? I learn from others' mistakes. So that's how I try to avoid.
That's an interesting perspective to see
Yeah.
what not to do. That
Yeah.
will always actually bring down most of your complicated process of organizing something.
True. Like especially like being on time is one of the most key parts even for us at NAS Summit. So at because our ticket says clearly that 8:30 registration starts and we open the doors at 10, and we always make sure we open it at 10. So it helps. For example, let's say you have a movie at 7 p.m. but we end at 6:30. It's going to ruin all your plans.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is very important to like be in time, keep in check, and use the best equipment, whatever, like these things. So my core learning is always learn from others' mistakes, and that's if I attend an event, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing what people are doing wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is also a habit I learned at the agency because Rahul always used to take us on these small tours of exhibitions to find faults.
Okay.
Like find the fault of people so that you can know what not to do because you already know what you're doing.
Right.
So that'll just help you make your job better. So that's what I used to do. And yeah, if you want to learn events, please attend events. That's the only way. That's the only way.
I mean, it's that was my next question actually.
Yeah.
What's your message? But you summarized it really well
Yeah.
in understanding how the students should keep themselves updated.
Yeah, there's one more thing I'll add to that though. You need to find your reason. Like, for me, to be honest, the reason why like I said before in the start as well, the reason why I joined events was because it was a very glamorizing industry. There was so much glamour in this industry that I felt, you know what, I need to be around this glamour, the stars, the vibrance, etc. It gives a kick. But the moment you are in it, it all fades away very quickly. It's not the glamour anymore. You are behind the console. You
Yeah.
are seeing the event happening. You're not experiencing it anymore. Your job is to make people experience it. So before you decide that you want to take that leap into events, please make sure that you have found your reason. For example, like I found my reason was when I was doing the theatrical production with Tejas in India. So basically, it is a Bollywood mentalism show where they infuse Bollywood with magic. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like if you ever get a chance, please do watch it. So it was a very unique concept, and but I was behind the scenes, of course. But one day, I just happened to look at the audience, and there was this one old couple sitting there, and I saw them laugh and smile. That moment brought a little bit tears in my eyes, and I realized that this is what I do.
Yeah.
And that gave me that reason that I like to make people happy, even if it's my personal life. I like to have people around me happy, but doing it on a bigger scale is the reason why I do events.
Yeah.
And never choose it because of the glamour. Always find your reason, and please always find a partner who's acceptable, who can accept you doing events, because it is a very harsh industry. It requires a lot of traveling, a lot of late nights.
Yeah.
None of your setups are happening during the day.
Yeah.
They're all happening at night. So please expect yourselves to be uh, standing overnight, shouting at people, chasing deadlines. So
Yeah.
so just be okay with all this. Yes, the glamour comes with it, but it's not all the glamour. There's a lot of hard work and a lot of sleepless nights, and no weekends. So congratulations.
But beautifully put together,
Yeah.
Anil. I mean, it's really interesting to know and learn so much from your experience. But before we end the show, there is a small, fun game session I've kept.
Okay.
Thank you, viewers, for joining us on the podcast series with Flying Colors, produced by School of Media and Communication, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai. Stay tuned as we broadcast an interactive session with most of our alumni who have graduated from Mahe, Dubai.